Hi y'all, Wallach's Lives. I think it's time to play a little Seven Days to Die. Alright, I need fuel. Clearly this is an issue. Tried to take my bike out. And I ran out of fuel. Hey. Howdy. So let's take the old bicycle. Since I don't have fuel for the mini bike. Trying to remember. Dang it. I've been playing that other game so much I don't remember. I think there is... Is it up this side where there's a fuel station? I want to go check it, see if it respawned yet. See what's going down. We went and saw Love Hurts. It was alright. Spoilers. It's a fairly standard tropey kind of you know, kung fu kind of movie. Kung fu, I don't know if I call it kung fu, but you know, fighting kind of a movie. It I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't particularly funny or, you know, I don't think the fight choreography was particularly amazing, but it was a fun watch. It's Sky, this guy whose brother is oh, can you not click on any of these guys? Wow. His brother runs like a gang, and he was like his brother's enforcer, assassin kind of thing, and they kind of expecting more gas barrels around this place. There's nothing, as far as I can see. Well, this is a useless gas station. And so he's supposed to kill this woman, and he let her go instead. And now it's I don't know, sometime later, and he's left that life and become a realtor. And well, now she's returned. I don't know if she returned to get her revenge because she's figured out what's happened, why they tried to kill her, and so then his brother's looking for her, and then, you know, the brother comes after him for not killing her. Yeah, it was all right. It's a kind of a little silly, funny kind of, you know, killing people movie. I guess. Do they kill people in that movie? They must kill people in that movie. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They definitely kill people in that movie. Uh, but you know, it's all right. I don't know. It was a little sillier than I thought it was gonna be, and but it was fun, I guess. I thought it'd be a little more, not John Wick levels of, over the top seriousness, but I thought it'd be a little more in that direction, and it was a little more like, I don't even know. I don't know what to compare it to. I'm sure I've seen other movies in the same style. Um, but it was enjoyable. I think that's about all I did. TV wise, I've been watching a lot of Scrubs. What was I watching? I was watching that Superstore, which was Superstore. Honestly, is not dissimilar in my head from Love Hurts. They're both like, I don't know. They're both like the most benign, tropey kind of sitcom kind of a thing. Oh, that's the end. That's the end of the street down there. You do have a garage. Let me check your garage for gas. And I'll take those repair kits. I definitely need those. But no gasoline. Okay. And yeah, so when I finished Superstore, I switched over to Scrubs just randomly out of the blue. I was just looking for something easy to put on the TV while I'm working. Why Scrubs? I don't know. We've been watching a lot of doctor shows lately. We got that new The Pit on HBO, and then we've been watching that doc on Hulu, and The Resident on Netflix. I don't know why. Just we like doctor shows, and uh, so The Pit's really good. Um, but it's more serious. It's kind of like strangely enough, it just feels like ER, but 20 years later. Because it stars Noah Wiley, who's also in ER, and then so basically it goes. The really good one is The Pit, and then you've got Doc, which is um a little like House kind of, but with more romance drama in the background. It's okay. Um, it seemed more interesting at the beginning than it is now, honestly. Um, so the pit is I guess I should describe them. The pit is basically just a day in an ER. And so every episode is the next hour, so it's a continuous, you know, story. And then uh and so they've got like three new interns or residents. I don't know what their level is, I forget. And then so they're all, is it three? Four. There's four. And so they're all, learning and then it's like the anniversary of the death of one of the beloved doctors during COVID, and so the guy in charge is everybody's expecting him to kind of break down and uh that kind of stuff. And I just want to check your garage for gas. Yeah, see that barrel back there? I want to check it for gas. And then, oop, this is the wrong door. And then, the doc is, this woman is the head of medicine, at the hospital, and her ex-husband is the actual head of the hospital, and, um, and the next guy down from her screwed up with a patient and killed a patient. Okay, what we got here? We got improves repair tool crafting. And so she, oh, wasn't expecting that. Trap crafting, vehicle crafting, and robotics crafting. And so she was kind of gunning for him, and then she gets in an accident on her way home, I think, from work. And you know, need your iron knuckles. They used to be my weapon of choice. So I switched to the spear, and I like the spear. And she gets a piece of glass, I think, in her head. Oh, okay. Was that some kind of kick? Were you trying to kick me? A really delayed reaction to being stabbed? What was that all about? And so when they work on her at the hospital and they you know, she survives. She comes out the other side and she can't remember the last 8 years. And so everything else is perfectly fine, but she can't remember the last 8 years, so they have to she's basically they put the other guy, the one who killed the patient, in charge, and now she's not a trainee doctor again, but you know, kind of semi-supervised, and it's more about like, you know, her ex-husband is remarried and has a child on the way, and they had basically they broke up because their kid died, and she kind of turned mean and cold, and since she can't remember the last 8 years, which includes when her kid died, she's not mean and cold, and so, you know, now he doesn't know what to do with the feelings, and she's, you know, back together with her estranged daughter, and then she was dating one of the doctors under her, and, you know, so then he doesn't know what to do now because the day she had her accident was the day they had admitted they loved each other, and, you know, and so it's all kinds of stuff like that. And you know, but then they do the house thing where the new patient's got some weird obscure thing, and it takes them the whole episode kind of to figure it out. And but then on top of that, they've got all this relationship drama, and someone's okay. I just I wish it focused a little more on the, ooh, is she gonna remember that this guy killed the patient and get him fired? Uh, but I don't know. They kind of seem to lean more toward the relationship stuff more often than not. And then the other one we've been watching is The Resident, and that one leans way into the relationship stuff and not so much the doctoring stuff. So um, it's really funny because it's three different doctor shows, and to me it's kind of funny to see how they fire-based weapons. Ugh, I don't like fire-based weapons. I don't like I don't like my weapons setting things on fire because then I get set on fire. Like if this was not a Oh, well, I didn't realize you could just come up right there. Oh, holy crap. Mm-mm-mm. Listen, guys, I'm just exploring a little bit. I'm not interested in. Maybe if I'd picked up my bicycle, I'd have been a little more interested. But I'm really just looking for gasoline. But it's interesting to see how they deal with the medical things because they'll do and say one thing on one show, and then the next show they'll do it different. um, and they'll make a big deal about something on one show, and then the other show will just be like, "Nah, whatever," you know. And so it's kind of funny to me. I was trying to think of what it was. It came up on all three shows the same day because we were watching. The Pit is brand new, so it comes out. The Pit and Doc are brand new, so they both come out once a week. But The Resident is an older show, and so we can marathon that. But like all three of them had the same medical procedure, and all three of them treated it differently. And I thought that was funny. Because the Pit seems to be trying to be like more accurate. What is this? I saw that sign and I thought it was a store. Or nope. Let me try again. I saw that big flag and I thought this was a trader, but it's not. And I don't know what it is. I also don't see how to get in there. Is there a hole in the fence somewhere? Oh man, here it is. We're moving into the time of day where I can't see my TV screen. Uh, it's I woke up early today, and so the sun has not moved its way across the floor. Is currently shining on my legs, which are reflected in the TV screen, making it hard to see. But yeah, I've been, we've been watching those. I wish I could remember which medical procedure it was. It was. I know they really hammered in on. Oh, it's a medical show standard, which I thought was crazy. The the pneumothorax, and each of the shows did it differently, and each of them acted like it was a different level of complexity, and I just thought that was funny. Uh, the it's where the or is it a pneumocentesis? I don't know. I don't know what the words mean. It's whichever one where they get air. They get air or fluid in their chest, and they've got to drain it so that the patient's heart can beat, whatever that one is. And so on the one, they're like, on the pit, they're like, you know, this is a complicated procedure, and you can't do that here in the ER. And automatic fire is more accurate with each shot fired. Oh, that sounds helpful. And so they're like getting the right stuff to do the procedure, and you know, the head doctor won't let him just jam a needle in, and I'm like, oh well, they always just jam the needle in on all the shows, so that's interesting. And then the same thing happens on The Resident, but on The Resident, they're like, oh, you can't do that here. I'm like, okay, so it's just like the pit. But then the lady's like, just give me this needle, and then she just jams it in, and I'm like, okay, so a little different than what they showed on the pit. And then we get to The Resident, and they're just like, oh, they've got this thing, and then they just immediately grab a needle and just jam it in like it's nothing while they're in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, that's kind of funny that they're all they're all treating it so different. Yeah, I woke up, I had a weird dream. Oh, that was a book and not a actual thing. So let's grab that. I will often, when I dream that I remember, I will often have dreams that are like movies. I don't know why. I just do. Oh no. Yeah, just stay stuck there. That's right. I'm not afraid to take advantage of the geometry, the bad pathing. Like I I remember I had a dream once where I was in the Amazon, and I don't know why, and so I'm in the Amazon, and I'm landmines wouldn't detonate when stepped on. Okay, cool. And we're crossing through this water, and this giant snake comes up out of the water and starts attacking the group I'm with. And then I had to fight and kill the snake. And so my whole dream was just wrestling with this snake, fighting it. And until I finally was able to stab it in the head with the machete I had. That's the kind of dreams I have. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. If I remember my dream, it's going to be something like that. And so today I had this it felt like a really long crafting skills for robots. Armor plating for robots. Improves assault rifle crafting. So I dreamed that I was on the run from the authorities because I was with a group of people who could transform into like monsters. And it was so bizarre. It was so long, and like we were on the run and we were fighting, and like they could transform into like half human, half animal shapes. Like they were always bipedal, but they'd have like long lizard tails and you know big cat claws, and their faces would morph and they get long necks and they'd be like half dragon, half cat. I don't know. And then others of them would just turn to look like demons or stuff like that. And so we go on the run, and we're fighting against the government agents who keep showing up. And we ended up in a small town where aw, dang it. I'm trying to look at things. So we ended up in this small town where uh there was like a uh we rented a room in like a trashy motel, and then we discovered that across the street from the motel was this bar, and the bar only catered to shapeshifter people. And so when we got there, oh dude, I just walked straight into that. Way to kill yourself. And so we're there, and they were eyeing us because they didn't know if the people I was with were shapeshifters. I wasn't a shapeshifter for some reason. And where's my bed? That's the question. Okay, this is where my bed is. This is why. All right. Uh, and so then a like a full 2 or 3 vans of government agents and gear showed up to take down this bar while we were there, and so we had to help fight through all that, and then I got wounded and passed out, and then I woke up and I was in the motel with in the bed wrapped up in bandages, and uh, there was a note not to come looking for them, and the bar was burned down, and everybody was gone, and then I woke up. I'm like, dude, what a weird dream. It was so long. It's rare that I have that kind of dream, but man, those are usually the only ones I remember. Are the ones where it's like some kind of huge, long movie kind of thing. I don't know why, but that's what happens in my brain when I'm sleeping. Uh, but anyways, I did not find as much fuel as I was hoping for. It's got to be a good spot to find fuel. I did see that version 2.0 is coming out shortly. What is it? It's the beginning of March. They think they said they hope to have it out by April 15th. So we'll probably end up starting over because they're changing how things work. And looks like they're adding in biome scaling. So I assume that means like you start here in the foresty area, and that's the easiest, and then the different levels of, or the game will get progressively harder as you move your way through the different biomes. Supposed to be some new zombie types for the different biomes, and they're adding in more. Um, they're adding in more effects from different biomes, so smoke and fire and colds and stuff like that. Yes, I can see that's a pink minivan. And so, yeah, I don't know. So they're gonna redo the Navezgane map is getting some upgrades, and procedural's getting some upgrades, and they're adding in some. They're redoing the skill trees. um, they're going to be each. I think what it said was each skill tree is going to have 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about what we got now. But they're going to add in a new general skill tree that doesn't have base requirements like the others do. So I assume that means there isn't going to be like a general skill that you have to put points into. Just everything under general will be available. So I don't know what any of that means, really. But yeah. So looks like I wasn't expecting it to be like this. I thought this was usually when you have a game when it comes out of. Are we in beta? Maybe this is beta. I don't know. I thought this was the full release. I thought beta was done. Alpha was done. Beta was done. But usually full release doesn't involve a complete overhaul again. If you're overhauling things, I would suggest you get rid of the stupid book system because I hate it. I hate being locked behind randomly generated loot. Okay, I thought that zombie was going to come out, but it did not. I hate having my recipes locked so deep behind randomly generated loot. You know, I should check this mailbox. Oh, well, there's nothing. That I'm still looking for books to unlock gear. Especially when it's hundreds. Hundreds of books. It's just, it's too many books, man. It's too many books required to be able to unlock things. Is there a list? No, this is the... I'm fine with this stuff. This is okay. Because these are like, special skills that you get from the books. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Oh, this is it. But look at this. There's 100 books. I have to find 100 harvesting book. Well, I guess you only need 61. Okay, you only need 61 books to get to mechanical tools. But this is the stupid part to me. Okay, I'm at steel tools. Right, steel tools. I have 75 books to unlock. I've found 25 so far. I have to have 50 books to unlock the chemistry station to be able to make fuel. I have to have 75 books to be able to make steel. 75 books. Okay? What's the point of letting me unlock steel at like 25 books if I need 75 books in Forge or workstations to be able to even make the materials for it? How many points do I have into rifles? I've only found 3 rifle books. I only found 13 spear books. 13. It's my main weapon. I found 4. 4 salvage tool books. I found 34 electrician books. 34. You know, I haven't done any electrician anything. Yeah, I hate the book system. I hate it. 21 books into vehicles. 23 books into traps. And I haven't even locked a single trap. What? This system is insane. I Oh, I need 10 more medical books and then I can unlock herbal antibiotics, which I desperately need. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this book system at all. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's too scattered. And then it's like, oh, when we put points into your skills, then you'll get more books, right? So what I got? I got 3 points into Spearmaster. I only have, what was it, 13 books into Spear. Um okay. Uh I got 1 point into Master Chef, which was just to find more cooking magazines. Okay. Does it say find more magazines? Yeah, find more spear and spear parts. Oh, it doesn't say anything about magazines. For some reason I thought that was going to give me more magazines. Also, this says attacks with spears are 10% faster. I should put some points into this. Shoot through multiple targets at once. Um, okay, let's see. I don't have any points in anything in here. Master Chef. Oh, I got points down here. Find more tools and parts and loot. Get more harvest. Point into machine gunner. Find more machine gun parts and ammo. I'll put another point into that, I guess. I put all 3 points into living off the land just so I could get more crops in. I got 1 point into cardio because that's stamina while sprinting. Put a point into agility. Or no, I guess it started with... No, I did. I put a point into agility. Oh, for headshot damage. I got 3 points into intellect. I put them in here so I get a craft glue cheaper. Weird. So the only thing that says anything about books that I got points into is... is this one. Okay. So nothing gives you bonus books. I just don't know. I don't know why they thought random books was the way to go. Uh, locking the recipes behind, skill ups was annoying in and of itself because it takes so many points to skill up. But logging behind random book drops is worse. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be if you actually got like more books in the things that you put points into, but clearly I'm not. I don't know why traps and electronics are the thing that drops the most books, and why it takes 25 books into traps before you can even use that skill. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I haven't liked it. I haven't liked it since they added it in what alpha 13 or 14, whatever it was. I don't even remember. I remember what the numbers were. And then to have it make it into the end game here, I just yeah, I just want to see you had anything fun back here. You didn't. But yeah, so when the new hey, look, another food book. Oh, well, I have filled my inventory up. Really was hoping to find more in the way of gas. It did not happen. But yeah, so when the new version comes out, obviously I've got to restart my map so I can take advantage of the new changes and see what they're like. Here I thought I was almost done. Alright, well with that, be bearing the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.